Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome back to Learn Turkish Days Away channel. And this is one of those random videos that I sometimes do to address random topics. And today I decided to address the topic of the preposition için, which this is one of those kind of a well or very much used prepositions or conjunctions in Turkish language, which has multiple meanings, and that's what we will be addressing today. And I'll probably address more and more prepositions like this in the future, because some prepositions require separate understanding, separate kind of addressing. Therefore, this is among those videos in which I will be addressing conjunctions, prepositions that are frequently used in Turkish language. So today we are going to cover için. Okay, so basically let's go to our workpad to see how we use the word or the preposition için in Turkish language. Just before we continue with the lesson, for those who want to get more kind of early notifications about the lessons, live lessons, you can register with the Telegram group, our Telegram group, which is Learn Turkish Days Away. It is open. It's publicly open for everyone. Just a kind of a reminder, if you still want to get notifications about this channel and further videos. And one more thing, if you really like the videos I produce, I really encourage you to kind of subscribe to the channel, as well as push that like button, because that really helps advancement of the channel, and to reach more subscribers, to reach more audience, bigger audience of the learners of Turkish language. So let's now look at the grammar part. Where do we use and why do we use, how do we use the verb için? There are a couple of very general kind of purposes or possible meanings of the preposition için, and I wrote here the most frequently used ones. Okay, there are a couple of more different meanings of için, but they are very rare. Okay, so I did not include them here. Overall, you may consider that these three classes that I showed here, okay, these three groups of or kind of meanings are the most frequently utilized. Okay, so you can easily, and I mean probably these three groups cover around 95% of the meanings, potential meanings of the preposition için. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. We'll address three of them. We'll start with the first one, which is the meaning of for, or for the purpose of, and here it is mostly about the nouns. Okay, how we say, for example, nouns or pronouns. So let's see that, and then we'll continue with the in order to meaning, and the meaning of because of, or since. So let's start with the for. Now when we think about the meaning of for, okay, especially when we want to mention here a noun or a pronoun, okay, that is very simple. We don't add anything to the noun or the object here, whatever we want to mention. And by the way, it's not only a noun or pronoun, but anything that can act as a noun. Okay, anything that, because sometimes we can also use the gerunds, right, or the infinitive forms of the verbs that may act as a noun. So anything that acts as a noun is valid here. Okay, so look at the examples here. Ev için masa aldım, right? You see, I bought a table for house. Here, when we talk about ev doesn't get any ending here. So if you want to say for a house, right, for somebody, for Ali, for school, for something, right, here we don't add any endings. In all these examples, you see that için comes after that specific word for which you want to mention it, but in English it's the reverse, right? The preposition comes before the word. So here for comes before the house, while in Turkish it's the reverse. It is coming after that specific noun, right, or noun-like structure. Hi Ingrid, yeah, welcome back. Good evening. So you see, in all of these examples, için is always used after the noun or the noun-like structure. Look at the second example, for example, para için çalışmıyorum. I don't work for money. Right here you see for money is translated as para için. The third example, vatan için ölürüm. I will die for the motherland. Okay, so for the motherland it is as vatan için. And Ali için ödev kolay. The fourth example, the homework is easy for Ali. Or you can say for Ali, the homework is easy. It doesn't matter, here the order doesn't matter much. But basically, what we have to know is that için as a preposition for in English is used after the nouns or the noun-like structures or the subjects like person, right? Ali, Sevda, Zeynep, and so on. Now, when we talk about not nouns but pronouns, it is a bit a bit different structure. Okay, the difference here when it comes to pronouns as opposed to nouns is that we have to add specific endings. We have to add genitive endings to the pronouns. Okay, so here, for example, I put all the possible genitive endings for pronouns, right? For example, if you want to say for me, for you, for him, for us, for you, plural, right? Or for them, we usually add genitive endings here. You see, we don't say it is easy for I, right? In English, we don't say it is easy for I. We say it is easy for me. That's why we kind of paraphrase this in Turkish in the same way. We don't say ben için kolay. We say benim için kolay, okay? We use the genitive endings in all of these cases. Onun, right? Bizim, bizim, siz, sizin, and the only exception here is onlar. We don't say onların için, okay? Onlar is exception here, but in all other 5 cases we use the genitive case ending in, un, whatever it is, okay? For the pronouns, when we say for, when we use the preposition for the pronouns, okay? That is a Hi Nur, merhaba. Teşekkür ederim. Sen nasılsın? Hi Susan, iyi akşamlar. Happy to hear you all, to see you all back, same as myself. So I hope you really will enjoy this lesson too, because this is one of those kind of very frequently used prepositions. So again, you see, let's just kind of repeat what I just mentioned. Let me just zoom out a bit. Let me also bring that down for you to have the same on the same page. Okay, so you see, when we talk about the nouns, just nouns, okay, we don't talk about pronouns. When we talk about nouns, we just use the noun itself in its raw form, okay, in its nominative case, okay. But when we talk about pronouns used together with the preposition for, için, we have to use these endings, okay, genitive endings. We don't say ben, we say benim için, okay, for me. Benim için, for me. Senin için, for you, right? Sen gets the genitive case ending in. O gets the genitive case endings un together with the fusional letter n. That's why it's nun, right? Not un, but nun. Biz gets the genitive case ending im. Siz gets the genitive case endings in. And onlar doesn't get any genitive case ending. Don't forget, it's exception. Okay, hi Viju. Teşekkürler, sen nasılsın? Welcome back. So the only exception here, you see, is they. We don't say onların için. We don't add genitive case ending to the pronoun onlar. That stays same. We just say onlar için, not onların için. In all previous 5 pronouns, ben, sen, o, biz, siz, we definitely add this genitive case ending in order to make it to be able to use it with the preposition için, okay? So you can say benim için kolay, it's easy for me. Senin için kolay, it's easy for you, and so on. Okay, so again, we don't say sen için, we don't say o için, we don't say biz için, we say bizim için, sizin için. Okay, so don't forget this. And again, the difference is very clear. It is only for pronouns that way in here, and the only exception with the pronouns is that onlar doesn't get that genitive case ending in, un. It stays as it is. Okay. Now, so we covered basically now the for, the meaning of for, right? That's probably the basic, right? The most fundamental use of the preposition for somebody, for something, right? For him, for myself, for my father, and so on. For example, you can say annem için, right? Annem için means for my mother. I bought a gift for my mother. Annem için hediye aldım, right? For example, let me just write it here. Annem için hediye aldım, right? I bought a gift for my mom. Annem için hediye aldım. You see, annem is my mom, and you don't say annemin için, because annemin doesn't have to get the genitive case ending. You just have this as the possessive endings m, right? Here annem becomes my mom, so annem için hediye aldım. Or you can say I bought a gift for the holiday, right? Bayram için, let me just make it, bayram için hazırlandım, or hazırlık yaptım. Hazırlık yapmak is to prepare, to make preparations, okay? Yaptım. Let's make it yaptık, we, right? Biz. Bayram için hazırlık yaptık. We did preparation, or preparations, right? Like in English, preparations for the holiday. You see, bayram doesn't get an ending here, no genitive case ending here. But if you say I worked for you, or I tried for you, right? Sizin için çalıştım. We don't say siz için, right? Sizin için. Sorry. Sizin için çalıştım. I worked for you, or I studied for you. I kind of tried for you, okay? Or sizin için yaptım. Let's make it yaptım, okay? I did it for you. Sizin için yaptım. Yaptım. I did it, or I made it, okay? For you plural or you formal. Because siz is you plural or you formal, right? We don't say siz için yaptım, we say sizin için yaptım. Again, that's very important difference between the pronouns and the regular nouns. Now we are done with the for, okay? We are done with this kind of a meaning of for. The second meaning over here was what? In order to, right? That's how we also say in order to do something, in order to, we always have a verb here, right? In order to know, in order to see, in order to understand. That's the second possible meaning of için. So let's see that one, okay? This is the part of in order to, okay? So how do we, what is the kind of usage here? Here we use, when you say in order to, that is the same in English, right? You see, in order to, or just to make something, right? To do something, or in order to do something, in order to make something. In both of these cases, we have, in English, same as in English, right? We have this to over here, right here, and this one. This is by default all about what? The verb, right? It already means that the verb will be coming here in English. So in order to go, in order to do, right? So you see, when you say in order to go, to do, to make, that is already infinitive form of the English verb. That is same in Turkish, okay? So you see, zengin olmak için, film izlemek için, büyümek için, duymak için. In all of these examples, we also have infinitive form, same as in English, okay? In order to go, in order to be, in order to understand. In all of these cases, it's infinitive form of the Turkish verb. same as the infinitive form of the English verb. So here, for example, in the first example, zengin olmak için çok geç. It's too late to become rich, right? Or film izlemek için geldim. I came to watch movie. I came in order to watch movie. Okay, so to watch here, you see, to watch is actually infinitive form, right? Same as to become, above, olmak, right? İzlemek. In the third example, you have what? Büyümek için yemeliyiz, or yemek yemeliyiz. Büyümek means to grow. So in order to grow, büyümek için we must eat. We should eat. Yemeliyiz. And the last example, beni duymak için yaklaştılar. Yaklaşmak is to approach, right? And so basically they approached in order to hear me. So to hear here, what? To hear means duymak. Now beni here of course is the accusative form, right? Accusative form of the ben. Beni duymak için yaklaştılar. The point over here is what? That whenever we have this meaning of in order to, which is followed by a verb in English, that is the same in Turkish. We have to use the infinitive form before için. Olmak için, right? İzlemek için, büyümek için, duymak için, yapmak için, gelmek için, and so on. That is the second broadly used meaning of the preposition, or in this case, preposition için in Turkish language. Then we have the third meaning, right? We have the third meaning, which was what? Let me go above here. The third meaning is because. I knew, since I'll go, since I understand, and so on and so on. Okay. Now this is the most complex structure, the third one. This is the most complex structure because here we have the genitive case endings added to the possible different tenses, okay, like past tense, future tense, present tense, and so on. So that's how we use the and let's see that one, okay? So because, since I do, because I know, because we will go, and so on. That is the third possible case where we can use için in Turkish language, and the form and structure is different a bit. Okay, so this is how we use it in this meaning. Okay, so for example, if you want to say because I know, right? Because I love, you have this what? You see, seni sevdiğim için. You don't say seni sevmek için, because seni sevmek için means in order to love you, right? We already mentioned it above, right? Seni sevmek için, if you use it in the infinitive form, it means it is about the purpose, in order to. But seni sevdiğim için is because I love you. You see, this sevdik, right? This is sevdik. It converts to the yumuşak G, of course, here because of the change. But this sevdik gets what? Gets again the genitive case ending, im. Or here in the second example, second sentence, bana güvendiğiniz için. You see, güvendik gets what? İniz. The genitive case ending iniz, which is you, right? Plural you. In the third example, kalacağımız, kalacak is the future tense, right? Because we will stay, we will stay, since we will stay. Kalacak gets what? Imız, kalacağımız için. So here, the pronoun we in the third example, right? This one is expressed through the imız, the genitive case imız added to the kalacak. And güvendiğiniz için, here this one you is expressed what? Through iniz. But I don't want you to mess up with this structure for now, okay? This is some kind of advanced level where we kind of add this genitive case endings to the verbs, right? Different tenses. So this is some kind of advanced structure. I just wanted you to show you that we can also use this için to express because or since together with the different tenses or verb structures. For example, because I know, because you love me, right? Since we have done, or since we will be doing it, and so on. So whenever you use this kind of a structure, these verbs get this genitive case endings, ınız, right, ımız, or for example, onu bileceği için, right, onu bileceği için, because he will know it. So you see, we add this genitive case endings to these verb structures. But again, I will leave it for now here because I don't want you to confuse with this advanced structure. This is just a third way we can use extensively this pronoun, so this preposition için in Turkish language. Again, I mentioned here only three, okay, three broadly used purposes of the use of what. Let me go back here again. This three, right? This three, and these three general purposes. Again, there are a couple of rare other meanings for için, but I don't want to mention them here because they are not broadly used. They are not very frequently used. They are very rare. But I think the most probably, I mean, the one that you probably will be using extensively is the first one, okay? Where you use it with the nouns or pronouns, okay? For you, right? For him, for school, for my dad, for my house, for, I don't know, for us, and so on. So that's exactly what you probably will have to know more. This one, okay? This structure. This for meaning. And again, just to repeat, okay? When you use with nouns, like ev, para, vatan, Ali, right? Or names, subjects, we don't have any endings added to these words. But if you use with pronouns, right? Benim, you have to really have this genitive case ending, okay? Benim, ben becomes benim, sen becomes senin, o becomes onun, biz becomes bizim, siz becomes sizin, and onlar doesn't get anything, okay? Onlar doesn't get genitive case ending. That's an exception, and that's how you say for them. Onlar için, for them, okay? Other than that, the second probably broadly used meaning is this one, okay? In order to. Olmak için, yapmak için, gitmek için, duymak için, in order to, right? Or to do, in order to do, to play, in order to play, and so on. So that's basically it, okay, for this lesson, for this preposition. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll just address it very quickly. If no questions, I will be happy if you smash that like button for the video while watching. Let me just wait for 1-2 minutes to see if you have any questions. Anything that is not clear, okay? Anything that you want to ask before I finish the video. By the way, next time we will continue with the grammar class. And remember, we had covered the past tense of the reported past tense last, right? We will continue with that structure. We will continue with the, let me see where is that? It's not here. Okay. So remember, we will talk about the combinations of tenses, right? We will continue with those combinations of tenses. Basically, we stopped at half of that, right? Let me see if I can find it for you very quickly. Okay, I think it is. Where is that? I cannot find it here right now. Anyway, you remember, right? You remember that kind of a picture when we talk about the combinations of multiple tenses, right? So we will continue with that one, and next time we will cover the past tense. I think it was also in your in your Telegram channel, right? I pinned that picture in the Telegram channel for you to have that one. So let me just very quickly change that. Yes, this one. So we are done with the past tense of the reported past tense. Next time we'll cover past tense of the future tense, right? The way we say I was going to do, I was going to play, I was going to kind of to do, and so on. To understand, I was going to tell you. That's what we will be going the past tense of the future. All right. Thank you for joining. Okay, thank you, Vajra, right? Vajra Mega. I don't know what's your exact name. Sorry for that. Thank you for joining. You are free, of course. You're kind of to watch it later. That's one of the nice sides of recorded sessions. So enjoy watching. Object participle clause says, can you provide a class about object participles? Sure, of course. Just let me know exactly the structure, what you want to see. I usually keep note of the requests, and as soon as I kind of see the opportunity to cover them, I do cover them. Yes, I will take a note for this too, for object participles. And okay, okuduk. I think the okuduk. Can you give an example through the full sentence, because okuduk is just a past tense of okumak, right? Let me just. I will look at if it's kind of a fully known structure in English. I will find that out. Don't worry. But if you really can give a kind of a clue about what you exactly want to be covered, I will do it. You mean okuduk, kitabı okuduk, or kitap okudum. Okay, okuduğum kitap çok güzel. Okay, okuduk. You mean the ending? Okay, now I understand what you mean. Okay, yeah, that is exactly what I will cover. The point with this participles is that I need to kind of have a specific level before we can go with that. Okay, so let me first finish this combinations of the tenses. Okay, and then we will go the participles. Okay, with the participles, yapacağım, for example, iş, right? Okuduğum kitap, sevdiğim insan, and so on. We really will cover it, but I think I just wait for the appropriate time, okay? Because we still have to finish the combinations of the tenses, but I will do it. I will definitely do it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Susan, I know what clause actually means, but I will have a separate session for that in the later stages, okay? Maybe in 3-4 weeks, when after we finish the combination of tenses, I will do that too with the participles. Yes, I got what you mean. Thank you for nodding. That is definitely in my notes anyway, and I will definitely cover it. Yes, because that's one of the most confusing things for kind of learners of Turkish language, because they get these participles. That's exactly what was in here, right? That is what in this meaning, right? Because, since, that's exactly what we have. Sevdiğim, güvendiğiniz, kalacağımız. These are participles. So that's what we will cover. Yes, but in the future lessons, definitely. Thank you for noting that. All right, I think we have addressed the issues. Thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. I'll see you in the next classes. Herkese iyi akşamlar. Görüşmek üzere arkadaşlar. See you in the next grammar classes. Bye bye.